Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. My name is Helen and I'm in Zone 9B. I started some seeds with you all recently, and when we started them, I didn't realize how quickly they were going to take off. So some of these kind of need to be up potted already while we're still waiting for some to come through, like the sweet tomatoes. They haven't sprouted, ground cherry, but the Hawaiian tomato has. So what I'm going to do is up pot them to get them out of here to go ahead and put them into the larger cells. That way they can take their time growing and they'll be ready hopefully by February, in February, to put into somebody's planter. I don't know what I'm going to use for tomatoes. I do have a stack over here of the GreenStalks, so I might just put it in that one. I really want the hot pink ones they just came out with. We'll see how that goes, but yeah, we'll see. And so then I have these two that have sprouted, and they're just very leggy, so I need to do something about that. I'm just going to plant them deep. This is the tomato, I think, terracotta tomato. And then this one is the hot cherry right there. Pepper, I think that's what that is. So we'll see, but I need to just take these few plants, put them in here into the larger cells. And then as they sprout like this, I'll just go ahead and start moving them. And eventually we'll have some empty cells here that we can do something else with. This is the soil I have right now. It is Pennington potting mix. I don't know, I got this from Walmart when all that stuff was on sale. So I just need to do a few of these, knock this out. Also, I had another seed tray. It didn't do so well. It's not the tray fault, because this tray does really well. I messed up and I just neglected it when the light went out, and I couldn't figure out the plug situation in mine. Yeah, it looks horrible. I'm not going to show you a post, but I do have quite a bit that has sprouted that we are going to go ahead and just transfer. I just don't know what each one is. I do know one is soursop. I did do ashwagandha as well. So I just don't know. That's what I want to do, just a few seeds to see what would happen. But I'm going to recycle this soil outside. So let me get started. I'm doing this real quick. It's not going to take long at all. I'm just going to plant these deep, because the one good thing about tomatoes is this whole, let me show you, is basically a root. I don't know if you can see the little furry hairs on them. I can plant this as deep as I want. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to get the soil in here. It's cold today outside, but I still have things to do outside. And I'll go out there and show you what everything's looking like right now. Now that I've moved stuff like out of the way out there, I'm going to show you what everything looks like. So I need to make sure that I am labeling these too. I don't want to mess up and not label everybody. I'm going to water these in. They're going to go on this tray and back into the laundry room with a light. So since this whole row basically, I'll just take the original tag off. Just trying to keep up with what I'm planning this year. What's working, you know, what's not working, what sprouted, what didn't sprout, all that. So this whole little tray will be 4 of these. I guess I tried to put only 1 seed in each, but I guess I must have dropped several, obviously, because I have 4. Alright, so I'm going to do the same for everything else. And then here is the terracotta tomato. This is just water. Once I clean this tray off right here, I'll put these back on here. No problem. And I don't know exactly what this is, so I'm gonna use one tray for the plants that I just don't know. I need more soil too. So I'm gonna have to run to the store when I take Christopher to school and grab another one of these bags of it's a piece of, I've used this bag before and I don't remember having chunks like that. Just random. Interesting. Let me just hydrate this a little bit. I just don't know which one is ashwagandha and which one is the soursop. We're gonna see if this even works. I won't be mad if it doesn't. I'll just start the seeds again because that was my fault, of course. And then I have some random starts from my microgreens I left out. So let me grab one of those. I'm gonna put these in here and see if any of these take off. If they do, fine. If they don't, I'm not mad at it. So this will be the random tray. Okay. And then I'm gonna do the other ones and I'll be back. This is that hot cherry. I don't want to disturb the root too much on these. I'm just gonna kind of pop these out. Take some of that soil with it. All right, I got these. We're chugging along here. And I took all the stickers. That's it. I have Sugar Rush Peach peppers. Like, up potted a little bit. I have the San Marzanos, the Old Germans, tucked in. They all are very extremely leggy. I have the Hawaiian tomatoes, the hot cherry, I think that's peppers. I have the terracottas and the random pack. And I'm gonna put this underneath the light and then clean up my mess. We are going to do microgreens again. These are the trays. This is the Vigo Garden setup for microgreens. I cut all the rest of them, put them in a container, and I've used them over the last, I would say, couple days when I did the raw thing. I'm going to wet these first. I find that wetting them first actually works better for me. These are the mats. This goes into this hole so it can wick water up to the mat like that, and just sit it on here. That's it. So I use them in like the salads I made, the smoothies. I ended up doing 6 days raw. The 7th day I did mainly raw with one hot meal, and I've been doing it ever since. Like trying to eat a lot of raw foods and juices, and then one cooked meal. It's been working. I like it. All right, so we're gonna use some standard arugula. And then I have another arugula because I realized last time I could have filled it up even more. This arugula, it just says, yeah, it just says plant in spring. It doesn't really tell me the variety. That came from the Free LMC company. And this one came from Vega Garden. So we're going to do this. I'm just going to sprinkle them on here. Last time, I don't think I sprinkled them fully enough. I could have had so much more. Now I know, you know. So now I know to put way more, to have way more microgreens. They're just so nutrient dense and they're really good for you. So that is, you know, you get more nutrients when it's small like that in the beginning stages of the plant, I think. All right, so I have these greens. They're wasabi greens. I want to plant some. I really do want to plant some, but I also want to try them as a microgreen. But I do want to plant some. And I got these from this company here in Houston. It's like a nursery. It's very girls bougie, high-end nursery. And I was like, oh, what are these? They have some of the fanciest, you know, seed containers. Packets, rather. So I am going to save some for sure. And see if I can sprout any of these. Well, I probably could use a sprout from here, but I want to see if I can save some to make you know, a regular size green. On the other side, I'm going to do this random spinach. These are those like cheapy Walmart packs. Like I said, I just put these on top of my avocado toast. That's what I had the other day, by the way. Avocado toast or on top of my salads. I love microgreens. They're just so expensive and they're easy to grow. You don't have to use a system like this. They're really easy to grow. However, baby, this system works so well for me that I'm going to do it again. And then here's the dome. I'm going to put it underneath the light and we're good to go. Alright, so I am going to do one more of the seeding start trays. This is like from that Let Pot company. I think they were doing something where you kind of buy into the company to help produce, with raising money to, I don't know, get to the point where they sell these. I don't really know how it works, but y'all, I love this thing. Okay, I've been using this as my heating mat for underneath my peppers, because you can use this as a heating mat, the light and everything. What I'm going to do is clean this off real good once I get back from taking Christopher to school. And refill this with some decent soil. This is the water tray down here. The dome. The light. And I'm going to seed up tomatoes and probably a few more peppers. So I have 2 GreenStalks. One is going to be just peppers, one's just tomatoes. So one is a 5-tier, one's a 4-tier. So that's 24 or 30 pockets. So the 24 will probably be the peppers, and the 30 pocket will probably be tomatoes. Now what I'll probably do is a few of those pockets may need to be something in between just to give the tomatoes room to breathe. We're going to figure that out. We're going to figure that out. So this is my mess I've made. I have these 2. And they're not filled. They're not full, I should say. I think in between those tomatoes, we're going to make sure we're... That's a lot of cells in this tray. Alright, so that's 40 cells. And I know this thing works because I did it before for the greens that grew. I got so many, it was crazy. So I'm going to do the peppers, tomatoes, and maybe marigolds, something like that. So those can be popped in between those. Because it's time now. I got marigolds like seeded in the big garden, but I also want them in the planters. And y'all know I do not buy, I'm not buying marigolds. They're too easy to seed. I gotta figure out what penny put the seeds. Now I think about it. 1 second. We will probably do the zinnias as well. These are all the dried heads. There's some in here too. She kind of got them mixed up, but that's okay. That's okay. I have at least one intact. And I can just use this one if I need to. Yeah, there's plenty of seeds in this one if I need to. This one's dry though. This one don't look as good as, I'm gonna use the ones that's in this bag. But I need to bag up some more of these. Just to get these off this tray, I need to put these up. But these are the ones that were in the garage. At first it was outside, and I told you I'll shoot up them outside. But they dried just fine. They're just fine. And all these little seeds right here will be just fine. And so I'll save some of these to the side for whatever we're gonna do. These are those large zinnias. So the one thing about that is once I bust these open, I won't know what's what, okay? I'll just have a bunch of literally seeds, and I'm fine with that. Because zinnia is my favorite flower, so it is what it is. Zinnia. I love gardenias for the smell, and jasmine as well. But definitely zinnia. The colors, it's the colors. They're so beautiful to me. So I'm going to do this for a minute. This is very relaxing. I hope you all have an amazing start to your year. I hope you all are doing well. Someone asked me about the grass seeding. I use weed and feed every year. I do it like the winterized, then I do it the spring. So in the end of summer, no girl, the end of February, I will be reseeding that grass again with the weed and feed. I just use the cheap Walmart brand or whatever I can find, right? I don't buy the $50 bag. I mean, you can. And even with me having several different types of grasses in the backyard, my grass is always beautiful, green and lush. Like, it always comes back. I mean, with a vengeance too. And I'm always having to, what I want to say, like cut the yard like almost twice a week. It comes back. This little piece in the middle is very sharp. Let me show y'all. It's pointy. But it's all the seeds around it that you want. You want this. So, yeah, this is a million seeds. From the tiny zinnias to the big ones. So, I'm just trying to be careful. I done poked myself 1,000 times already. So, I'm going to run to Walmart, grab that, and see if Walmart have their seeds out yet. If they do, I'll share it with you. I know that Dollar Tree already has their stuff out. I don't really need anything from Dollar Tree. I did see some really cute, like, gardening, backyard type of situation stuff. I'm just not into spending money this year, which I said that. I'm trying to do as much as I can without spending money. Let me show y'all the middle. This thing right here holds your zinnia. Yeah. So I'm just not, yeah, I'm on a no buy, or low buy, no buy, whatever. What can I do without spending money this year? What can I do? There's a few companies that's reached out to me for different like collaborations. I'm trying to make sure that they're worth it. Like, I don't want to bring something to you all, but I know people are still buying. People are still trying to get into this thing called gardening, like growing their own food and being more sustainable. So I get it. So I want to still bring companies and different ideas and things to you all that's affordable, of course. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up. Get my kiddo to school. We'll come back. We'll plant up some more seeds. Maybe we'll do some of these flowers in there along with the peppers. Oh, let's figure out what peppers we're gonna do. So let me give me a minute to finish this up. I'm gonna get this bagged. I got my Ziploc here because these cannot go into my little bags. I would have to use hundreds of that. And then look at that. That's crazy. Save the heads of your flowers. Save the heads of your flowers. Save the heads of your flowers. Otherwise, they'll just drop and reseed anyway. I could go around and sprinkle this. I'm not going to do it, but I could go around and sprinkle this in all the ugly parts of my neighborhood. Look at that. Yeah. And beautify my neighborhood. I'm just saying. I could. There's areas that need it. For sure. One be in my front yard, but we'll see. Alright, we got 3 bags of flower seeds that we saved from our own garden. And as a reminder, they're probably going to pop up anyway because they received themselves. Plus Penny dropped seeds. I just thought I had marigolds, so I don't think I do. I saved marigolds last year. I have them. Oh my God, I have several bags. Good job, Helen. And we got these. Okay. So we're good. We're good on marigolds for here. And then what we said, we need more tomatoes and peppers for our thing. So we want a tomato that's not going to get too big. All these are going to get too big. Every last one of these. Let's try tomatillos. Let's do a couple of these and see what happens. I mean, I haven't been successful. I've been successful. These are the organic ones. I've been successful growing them as a one plant, but every time I try to get 2, 1 year the dogs tore it up, 1 year one group, one didn't, and you need more than one for it to, you know, produce. So let's try to go like 5 or 6 of those. Oh my God, that would be delicious. The purple tomatillo salsa. I like to eat. I was trying to find something that was small that wouldn't take up so much space in that container. Like the one I broke off. I broke off one of tomato, Tabasco pepper, Old German, Hawaiian. These were all gifted to me. I love the super sweets. The super sweet 100s. They just kind of grow a little, you know, unruly, but we'll do that anyway. We'll figure it out. Thank y'all for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate y'all. I know I'm talking a lot. I appreciate y'all. But like I said, I'm going to run the store and come right back. I feel like I want these. That's what I feel like. I know everybody keeps saying use. I'm going to use this one. Let's use that one up. Those are Roma tomatoes. All right. Peppers. See, I have the California Giants. I'm always buying zinnias. Always. What we say? We're going to do the peppers. So we just need a few more peppers to fill up that thing. Bajino pepper. This is the one. I'm doing this. This is what it looks like on the end, on the back. These little mini peppers, doing that. No more cayenne. I don't want no more cayenne. What he does, Crisco wants it to make salsa. Okay, that's fine. Not salsa, but pepper sauce. I got a lot of pepper seeds. Wow, okay. Lemon drop peppers. Okay. So I think we got all the varieties that we want to go ahead and plant up and drop seeds. I need to refresh the containers that's at the front of the house. I was thinking about wheeling it back to the back of the house. Against that fence, the big old garden metal bed with the wheels. I was thinking about putting that one back there. Because I would have one of those on one side and then I might do that. I might do that instead of moving my Easy Cube over there. I got this wet on accident. I'm glad these were empty. All right, so we have some hot pepper, Hungarian yellow wax. We have some random seeds I saved. They must have been really good for me to save these seeds and not label them. Cayenne long and the Bajino peppers. All right, so I have made it to Walmart. Y'all, it's cold outside, but it feels so good. I need to go for a run today. Let's see what we can find. Garden border cedar. That's cute. Ain't nobody. This is $5. They must put this in the wrong spot. That's cute. I actually like this one. The back to roots. I actually like this one. Oh, baby, spring is here. It is time. It is time. It is time. Oh, this just makes me feel so good just to see this here. I see it and I want it. What are we getting today? All right, so they have their planter seed starters, the little, yeah, I know those. We've all used them. We have all used them. Oh, this one's a little bit more sturdier. What? What is this? Huh. I can't get them apart, but they're not as thin as that one. All right, let's see what they have. Field peas to prevent erosion. They have the packs, the seed survival packs. I started by this last year when they were on clearance. I've never seen this many at this Walmart. And this is the indoor. It has some indoor and outdoor. This is crazy. Crazy. Ah, I'm so ready. I'm so ready. I'm over here living with uncertainty. Yeah, I'm so ready. All right, so let's see what they have. Definitely get one of those bags before I leave. I don't need any of these. $2.97. I just want to see what they have for the back to roots. $2.47 for organics. $1.96. $1.96. $1.96. $1.96. I've never even seen them have this brand here at Walmart. This is like the Walmart brand. That's crazy. What is going on? I need some more cilantro seeds. But that's crazy. So I'm going to take a look and see what all they have. Look at this beautiful zinnia. Nasturtiums. You know, that's my jam. Definitely going to do nasturtiums this year. I was just seeing if I saw anything that I haven't grown or am interested. I did drop beet seeds yesterday. So that should be coming through. Anything else? Pumpkins? No, it's way too big for me. These, they normally get like this little small tray of these, but look at this. They have them all now. This is just like, what? Who's excited? For about 50 cents more, I can get like double the bag. That's crazy. This is 12 dry quarts, and I think this might be 6. I don't know nothing about this, but I'm gonna get it. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous pots. How much is this? Oh, that can't be right. This in the wrong spot. It's like a spinner base. Welcome to the garden center. Look at this. More seeds. What is going on? This feels so good. I'm gonna see if I can find the 50-cent flowers that they have out here sometimes. I had to put music over here, by the way, because the music here is loud. Definitely gonna do more basil this year. Instead of buying it, I'm going to sprout my own. We are back. We are back from the store. And I have to say that since I've changed or going towards living with less, right? And am more conscious about the money I spend, what I'm spending on, living towards that no spend 2026. Unless it's something I need or it's just like a joy, like a habit that I do. Like Like I like thrifting, like buying books. There's certain habits I like, but I'm doing it at a minimum, right? Now, normally I would go into Walmart, see all those seeds or Lowe's or whatever, right? I would come home with like 20 packs of seeds, $40 immediately, unless they were the ones that was $2.40 something, $2.50, $3 seeds, you know, $50, $60. Well, today I was like, no, we're not doing that today. We're not doing that. So, we did get the seeds started that we're going to mix with this. I did end up getting 3 packs. And what I picked up was the nasturtium. I want to start the nasturtium early this year. Last year I didn't. I was able to get some, but normally every year we're eating nasturtiums with our salads like crazy come spring. I don't know what happened, but I got a few. So like the year before, I've always had containers like around like everything with all the nasturtiums, right? Even in the GreenStalks. I don't know what happened this year, but I don't know if my seeds were old or I didn't do it in time, but I didn't get the nasturtiums, and we eat those flowers. So, and they're beautiful salads. They're beautiful. I put them in like these little glass balls and put them in like sparkling drinks. I just really enjoy them. So, and they're plentiful when they do grow. They start to like spill over. I call it a spiller. So I'm definitely going to plant these up in my tray today. I did go ahead and get some parsley. I don't have any, so I want to get started on that early. And I got the mixed variety of basil because I couldn't figure out which one I wanted to get. I wanted the lime or the lemon, but then I wanted the cinnamon, then I wanted the mammoth, and I was like, you know what, just grab a variety pack and then come back and get what you want if you want to come back. Now, I want to say the list is still up, or it's up right now on the Free Heirloom Seed Company website. So what I'm gonna do is, instead of paying like $2 a pack for what I need, I took pictures of everything. I was like, oh, I don't have this. Oh, I don't have this. I'm gonna go through my seed tray and see what I don't have. I've been blessed to get a bunch of tomatoes and peppers. I don't really have a lot of herb seed packs, and there's a few other things I realized I was missing, like carrots. And I want a variety of those carrots. Now that I planted like a GreenStalk out, I'm going to see if they start to sprout their older seeds. If they don't, I'll get more. But I'm going to go onto the Free Heirloom Seed website because you can get 15 packs, I believe, for $10. That's going to save me money. Yes, it's not a convenience of going to the store, but it does. It gets here pretty quickly. I can't complain. And it's cheap. And I appreciate them, and I support them every year. So I'm probably going to do that and call it a day. So I'm going to get this mixed up. I need the big bowl. I don't know where my kids put my stuff. I remember Penny having the big bowl. You know what? Let me just take some of this. Let me just take this. I don't know what she did. And I'm going to mix some of this with this seed starting mix, and then we're going to put it into here because it's a lot. Way too much. But I also want to mix it into my planter. If I put my planter aside today, I'll just film that separate since this video is so long already. We'll just do that separate. I had a coffee this morning, y'all. It was amazing. I hadn't had coffee Bustelo in forever. And I was like, I want a Bustelo coffee. And I had the grinds. I just put it in my espresso machine. I was like, man, oh, that was so delicious. It was so good. So I'm just going to kind of mix these two together. They're really nice and fluffy. And then I'm just going to transfer it over to this tray right here. And then get this thing set up. So yeah, let me know what you've started, if you've started anything. Have you started anything? I'll do the water last. What have you started, and what zone are you in? Maybe I'm asking too many questions. I know y'all be like, what? So let's start off with how you doing. I asked y'all that earlier. I need to know how you doing, and I need to know what zone you are in, right? And what have you started? You don't have to list everything, but what have you started that you're like, yeah, I'm starting that this year. I'm not getting behind on that. I'm staying on top of that. And if you haven't started anything, because maybe you're in a cooler climate and you feel like, get started, honey. Don't worry about them heating mats and all that stuff. Go get you them trays. Like that tray I just showed you. That's a nice tray. I don't know how much it was, but you want the little handle situation, what that is. That's a nice little tray right there. It can't be that expensive. I see a lot of you all bought those trays from GreenStalk. Those trays are so cute. They look so nice. I love the design of them. I would love to have one of those too. Yeah. But like I said, we living with uncertainty over here. I can't just be doing the most and don't know. Girl, y'all don't know. But I have the faith, honey, of a mustard seed. They say that's all I need. Woo! Baby, that faith has grown to a pea size at this point because I'm still trying to figure out how we still here. Yeah. But everything's going, you know, as it's going. Okay? We're still here and it's going. We're still eating. We're still surviving. It's going. Thank God for my running group. They keep me, like, prayed up, grounded. They keep me, you know, from going into that depressive state. For sure. I love them for that. They keep me moving. The more I move my body, the better I feel, the less stressed I am. And I'm just extremely blessed to have my channels going, monetized now. Does it take a while? It does. Okay. So I'm going to show you what I'm putting in here one more time as a reminder. And then I'll be done. Spray this down. Throw it in there. I'll show you the setup in there. And then tomorrow we'll come back because I'm going to go do everything I need to do for the back. And then I have some other videos to go into the other channel, the Living with Less. So I need to get started on all that because Penny is in training, like online, and I don't want to talk and be in her way. You know what I mean? I need to make some juice too before she brings something like down here. I just thought about that. I don't want to be in her way while she's doing training because yesterday, baby, I was loud. I know she probably was like, what are you doing? Why are you so loud? Y'all, I just be on the phone loud. I was so excited that the class I need to take this year, I had to get permission. Girl, I found out yesterday that basically kind of sort of that the person I need to get permission from is like my favorite professor. And I guess, you know, she was like, well, I guess I'll let you in. Girl, I lost my everything yesterday. I was so excited. And I'm in here screaming and carrying on. I forgot this child was, and girl, I know them people was probably like, ma'am, please turn your microphone off. Oh, God. Anyway, I'll be back. All right, let's get this sprayed just a little bit in here. And then I'm going to, I already have water at the bottom of here. Just gonna spray it a couple times today, just to make sure the water seeps up from the bottom or whatever. I'm not gonna let it dry out like I did last time. I don't know what, too much going on, that's what. All right, I have everything labeled. I'm gonna turn the heat mat on here and just put this on in here. Where is the cord? I don't know where the cord is. All right, so that's my lunch kit. I don't know if y'all can see. Everything's in a way. Sorry, y'all. This is everything. I might as well put this on because I'm going outside anyway. But this is what everything looks like. I think I might need to spray my seeds that are my what do you call these again? Microgreens. Here's the other seeds. This light is from when we transferred like those other plants here. This is the mini ones that are still trying to sprout a little bit. I need to do a little bit better with this foil situation. I know. I'm gonna fix that right now. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and fix that. I didn't have tape when I first put it on here, so I like that it blocks out, you know, everything and traps everything in here. So I'm gonna fix this real quick and be done with this video. All right, so I added a piece of foil at the top. These are on the side. This is my little travel bag. So all this is done, and it is time for me to eat and get outside in the garden so we can have another video go up for you all this week. Whew. All right, so I'm gonna take me a mini break, drink me a Rise coffee, because I still want, I don't know, it's something about a warm cup when I'm outside in the garden. I'm going to get busy out there today. I'm going to show you all the soil and the container that's already been moved. And we're just going to get busy. I think that I wanted to put a container in the house for my house plants, but I think I'm going to buy one. We'll see. I think I'm going to go ahead. I don't know. I got something up my sleeve for outside today. So let me go ahead and get started on filming that. And I'll see y'all next video. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. Are you buying seeds? Have you been saving your seeds? I've been saving mine. And I'm going to save even more. I have some organic peppers I bought not too long ago that were in the red bag. Y'all know how I get the red bag, the ugly fruit bags or whatever. And I need to save those seeds. So I need to do that today. Cut those peppers up, chop them up, and save those seeds. But for the most part, like stuff like parsley, like there's some things I just don't have seeds for. It is what it is. I don't have seeds for parsley. I don't have seeds for, well, I do have some cumin in here, but I think it's already like, I don't think I can use those. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'll see y'all next time. Peace and blessings.